Family dispute ends with triple murder in Rocky Point, Clarendon. A quiet Thursday evening in the rural community of Frasersfield erupted into unspeakable violence, leaving 3 family members dead in a blood-soaked scene that has left an entire community reeling. In what authorities describe as a domestic dispute turned deadly, 32-year-old fisherman Linval Henry, Annette Lindo, a domestic helper and vendor, and her sister vendor, Ingrid Keisha Lindo, were brutally hacked to death in their own home, a sanctuary transformed into a slaughterhouse. According to preliminary police reports, the tranquility of the night was shattered at approximately 9:10 p.m. when distressed calls flooded the Rocky Point police station. Officers responding to the residents on Frasersfield Road were met with a scene of carnage that officers described as particularly gruesome. All 3 victims lay motionless, bearing severe chop wounds from what investigators believed was a sharp, heavy implement. Despite the rapid response, there was nothing to be done. All 3 were pronounced dead on the scene, their lives brutally cut short in a space where they should have been safest. Piecing together the chaotic sequence of events, investigators report that a heated argument erupted between Linval Henry and another male family member within the home. The verbal clash escalated with terrifying speed into physical violence, ending with Henry being chopped to death. Hearing the commotion, Annette Lindo and her sister Ingrid, women known in the community for their kindness and hard work, rushed to intervene. In a tragic act of bravery, they placed themselves between the combatants, only to be cut down themselves in the frenzy. In the aftermath, police moved swiftly, taking a male relative into custody near the scene. He is currently assisting investigators with their enquiries. No formal charges have been laid, but he remains the focus of a deepening investigation. The Jamaica Constabulary Force, in an official release, has launched a full-scale investigation into the circumstances surrounding the incident. The tight-knit community of Rocky Point is shrouded in a palpable grief mixed with shock and disbelief. Stunned residents gathered in small, hushed groups on Friday, struggling to comprehend how such violence could tear through a local family. As detectives scour the scene, interview witnesses, and analyze evidence, many questions remain unanswered. What sparked the initial dispute? What weapon was used? What history, if any, led to this catastrophic breakdown? The JCF is urging anyone with information, no matter how insignificant it may seem, to contact the police or Crime Stop at 311. For now, 3 lives are remembered, a family is shattered, and a community is left to grapple with the haunting truth that sometimes the greatest danger lies not in the streets, but behind the closed doors of a home. Manchester man shot dead in police-involved shooting. A fatal police-involved shooting in the early hours of Thursday has left a Manchester resident dead and sparked an independent investigation. The deceased has been identified as Omer Campbell, also known as John Crow. The incident occurred in the Trinity area of Porus, where law enforcement officers were conducting an operation in search of alleged gunmen. According to a police report, at approximately 5:45 a.m., the officers accosted Campbell. Authorities state that he challenged the police and was subsequently shot in what is described as an act of self-defense by the officers involved. Following the confrontation, police reported the seizure of an illegal firearm and ammunition from Campbell. The weapon was identified as a High-Point Model C 9mm pistol fitted with a magazine containing 3 rounds of ammunition. Campbell was transported from the scene to the Mandeville Regional Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. In the wake of the shooting, the Independent Commission of Investigation, INDICOM, has confirmed it has launched a standard probe into the circumstances surrounding the death. The agency's investigators were dispatched to the scene to gather evidence and will oversee the forensic process as part of their inquiry. The shooting has drawn renewed attention to police use of force and ongoing security operations in the area. The police have stated that their operations in the parish continue as part of ongoing efforts to curb criminal activity and recover illegal weapons. Further updates are expected as the INDICOM investigation progresses. The St. Anne police are investigating the drowning of a local fisherman whose body was discovered on a reef line near the world-famous Dunn's River on Thursday afternoon. The deceased has been identified as 31-year-old Darren Grant, a resident of the Roaring River district in the parish. Preliminary reports from the police indicate that at approximately 4:31 p.m. on December 18, Grant's body was seen on the reef. An investigation into the tragic incident revealed that Grant had ventured out to the area for a spearfishing expedition when he encountered difficulties in the water and drowned. Following the discovery, his body was retrieved from the reef and transported to the St. Anne's Bay Hospital, where he was officially pronounced dead. The Ocho Rios Criminal Investigation Branch, CIB, has taken charge of the case and has launched a full probe to determine the exact circumstances leading to the fisherman's death. Such investigations are standard procedure in cases of unattended death. The incident casts a shadow over the otherwise picturesque coastline, serving as a somber reminder of the inherent dangers faced by local fishermen, even in familiar waters. The community of Roaring River is now left to mourn the loss of one of its own. Further details will be provided as the investigation by the Ocho Rios CIB continues.
Rita Marley, a name synonymous with reggae music. But her story begins far from the bright lights and big stages in the heart of Trenchtown, Kingston, Jamaica. Born Alpharetta Anderson in 1946, Rita's early life was modest. Trenchtown was full of life, but resources were scarce. Despite the challenges, young Rita had a spirit that couldn't be contained. She loved to sing. Her voice, a powerful instrument, hinted at the icon she would become. Little did she know her journey would inspire millions around the world. Life wasn't easy, but Rita's determination never wavered. She knew music was her calling. She would rise above her circumstances. She would become a beacon of hope. Music was Rita's escape and her salvation. She sang in her church choir, her voice soaring above the congregation. She formed a vocal trio, the Solettes, honing her skills and sharing her passion with the world. The group caught the attention of a young musician named Bob Marley. Captivated by Rita's talent and charisma, Bob saw something special in her. Their paths intertwined musically and romantically. It was the beginning of a legendary partnership. Their shared love for music ignited a fire. They collaborated, pushing each other creatively. Rita's voice became a force in its own right. She was determined to make her mark on the world. As Bob Marley's popularity soared, so too did Rita's. She became an integral part of his band, the Wailers, forming the iconic backing trio, the I-Threes. Alongside Marcia Griffiths and Judy Mowat, Rita's harmonies added depth and soul to Bob's music. The I-Threes weren't just backup singers. They were a force to be reckoned with. Their voices blended seamlessly, creating a powerful wall of sound. They brought a feminine energy to the stage, radiating strength and unity. Together, they took the world by storm. Their music transcended borders and cultures, spreading a message of love, unity, and social justice. The I-Threes became symbols of female empowerment, inspiring generations of women in music. Rita and Bob's love story was one for the ages. Their marriage in 1966 was the start of a profound partnership. They were soulmates, confidants, and creative collaborators. Through the highs and lows, their love endured. They faced challenges head-on, their bond unbreakable. Rita was Bob's rock, his constant source of strength and inspiration. Their love story wasn't always easy, but their love for each other and their shared passion for music saw them through. Together they created a legacy that would live on forever. The world mourned when Bob Marley lost his battle with cancer in 1981. Rita's grief was immeasurable, but amidst the pain she found strength. She knew she had to continue their mission. She became the keeper of the flame, tirelessly promoting Bob's message of peace and unity. She established the Bob Marley Museum, a testament to his life and legacy. Rita's commitment to philanthropy is unwavering. Through the Bob Marley Foundation, she continues to uplift the less fortunate. She supports education and healthcare initiatives in Jamaica and across Africa. Rita Marley's journey is an inspiration to us all. From humble beginnings to global icon, she has lived a life dedicated to music, love, and social justice. Her legacy will continue to inspire generations to come.